Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Glare figure from Bandai. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is positively gorgeous, and right off the bat, I mean, it's my favorite colors, red, black, and purple, just represented beautifully. I love this character design. I have not seen the show, probably unsurprising. I just don't watch enough shows, but like I love the design, and it's so good. It's very Kamen Rider. I love the antennae here at the top. Just the sculpt of the face, which is semi-abstract, but still reads as the face of the helmet. And then going back to those colors, those shades, everything is perfect here. That candied purple for the candied metallic purple here for the top of the helmet and all the accents. The red is very much that candied red. And then we get, obviously the kind of matte black that really kind of captures the light and lets it shine a little bit more on the metallic pieces. And I get all those little accents of not silver, it's actually kind of a off-white here in the middle of all the spokes. Then we get, a little bit of gunmetal here and there, just kind of gives some more visual interest. And yeah, sculpt for days. Really nothing missing here. They did a good job here. These are kind of your standard SH Figuarts thigh swivels, but I think they work well here. They kind of look more like they're part of the armor. So really good there. We get details all along the back as well. You can see that same paint. Actually, there's a really good chance for that kind of more gunmetal shade to shine back here. Overall, I love the way this armor looks. It kind of has a nice weight to it. Nice interplay between kind of the more slim parts and the kind of heavier armored parts like our shins and our knees. And the gauntlets and stuff like that. So yeah, just really good work here. Just insanely good representation of a fantastic design. We get a great group of accessories here, so let's jump right into it. And talking about hands, right out of the box, we do get a pair of fists. Then we get a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of relaxed / kind of pointing hands, I guess posed relaxed hands. Then we get a pair of card holding hands. Love that they did both left and right for that. And then finally a pair of standard gripping hands with the trigger finger. So that will do it for hands. Then we actually get a pair of separate elbow pads, shoulder pads. So these are on a ball joint. These just pull right off. And then you have this other option. So as you can see, just the black, purple, and silver, and really nice bright silver on that as well. And then you also get an alternate head, and this I believe has something to do with the show. I watched The Amazing review of this figure, and he knows all things Kamen Rider, so that's why I always watch his stuff first when it comes to this. But yeah, clearly there's a lot of stuff here in terms of places to put accessories that come with other figures. They actually show that on the back of the box here. So you can see there is that kind of mouthpiece with the red that kind of completes that. So yeah, I don't have that other figure, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's very nice there. Then we get into probably the most terrifying accessory for any figure I have, and that is this tiny, very losable card, which is very nice translucent plastic with that beautiful and very well applied gold paint. So as you can see, I'm not going to get the best detail, unfortunately, with my camera, so I apologize for that. But this is staying in the box because I'm terrified of losing it. Even more so than a lot of the Ultraman color timers. So that will do it for accessories. Some very solid articulation and balance going on here. As you can see, freestanding kick, which is extra impressive when you consider that the bottom of the feet are fully sculpted and slightly rounded. So I didn't really think I was gonna be able to get that to happen, but it did. And I'm very happy about that. So there is that. And then getting into the head, we are on a barbell joint from the neck into the head. The neck is a separate piece. Unfortunately, we're not really getting any up. Here's our neutral. That's about all we're getting up. And I don't know why they didn't kind of maybe clear out the back of the neck a little bit more to give you a little bit more there. Or even the back of the head sculpt, that's very, very tight. So you're just really not gonna get any up, which is a little unfortunate. Then we come pretty good down. We get some very, very nice tilt. We get some rotation. So there's all of that. We come to the arms, and as I said, there are ball joints here, and there's a hinge as well, so you can get those shoulder pads way out of the way, which will allow you to hit your T, which is very, very nice. Our joint here is definitely kind of a floating piece, so we can go up and down, we can go forward and back. It's nothing crazy, but definitely enough to get stuff out of the way and to really get some cool poses. These arms are extremely tight. You can hear that squeak. And not as bad here on the left. It was really bad on the right. Oh, actually, I got rid of it. Sweet. Okay, so I put some shock oil in there, and yeah, this was exceptionally tight. I was actually afraid of breaking it when I first took it out of the package, but yeah, now it's squeak free, so I might have to do that to the left too. Just a little bit. So there's that. We do have a bicep swivel, which is nice. We have double jointed elbows, but we're only going to come to 90. We are swivel hinge swivel here at the wrist, so we can go anywhere we want, but there's not a ton of clearance thanks to those gauntlets. We come to the diaphragm, and there is a ball joint here, and another, not a ball joint, it's actually a swivel with 2 prongs, because I have taken this off. But we do get some okay front, not terribly great, but we do get a little bit of arch back, some fantastic side to side, so it really makes up for it there. And our rotation is going to come from the waist here, where again there's that swivel piece. Come down to the hips, we have drop downs, and that's going to allow us to come out, and not full splits, but dang close. I'm very actually that's pretty much splits, especially if you rotate those thighs a little bit. So yeah, beautiful, love it. And again, I like the way they cut it because it doesn't really stand out as much as some other Figuarts. Come to the knees, we are double jointed, coming really nicely up, almost all the way. Worth noting that these knee pads do come out pretty easily too, because it's just that little tab. So be careful of that. So you can actually have the exposed knees if that's what you're going for. Then we come down to the feet, and not a terrible amount of point, but it's definitely there. We get some very nice forward actually though. We get some nice rocker side to side, both in and out, and then a toe hinge, which brings us to about there. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here is with some other SH Figuarts. With some domestics. With some other imports. With some monsters. Finally, with Articulate Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as a Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Kamen Rider Glare figure from SH Figuarts is that this is a great figure. There's some really fun articulation, some great accessories. Even though that articulation is a little tight, you'll definitely need a little bit of shock oil or something like that for those, arm joints. I'm definitely gonna kind of tune up the left one now that the right one kind of works. It doesn't squeak as much, so there's that. But beyond that, this is awesome. Certainly if you're a fan of the show, but I mean, for me, I haven't even seen it. I just absolutely love this design, and it's in my colors, so there's no way I wasn't picking this up. And as of right now, it is available in a couple places, but certainly if you're looking domestically, it's gonna be, kind of upcharged a bit. I jumped right on this when it went up on Bandai, and I think it was a little bit cheaper at that point. I think upwards of $30 to $40 cheaper than it is running right now on places like Big Bad Toy Store, where a lot of these exclusives they do get, but they tend to be at a much higher price. So I wish you the best of luck on either the secondary market or just getting it from one of those places. I'll probably have the Big Bad Toy Store link in the description below for you to check out if you're so interested. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's talk some more toys. Let's escape the world for a while and just look at some beautiful plastic. But at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.